Hi friends, welcome. I've missed you all so much. If you're not already a Tiffkneebaby friend, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be beating some face. I'm going to be bringing this makeup look to you. I want to make sure that you don't ever miss any of my videos, any of my wig reviews, or any of my makeup tutorials. So before we begin, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then you can watch me work. Let's get it, y'all. So, as we know, the very first step in any makeup routine is to wash and moisturize your face. So I'm going to get us started by applying some moisturizer and primer. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start filling in my eyebrows. I am using the Simma Brown shade and the Wet n Wild pencil. I picked this up just from my regular local beauty supply store and it was only 99 cents. I love this pencil for filling in my eyebrows. To me, it leaves them filled in but not too harsh. Once I've finished defining that shape and filling them in to my satisfaction, I'm going to go ahead and start to comb those out using an older spoolie. This is just to help blend in the product and smooth that out and to make it look like it is natural hair growing from my face. I'm going to use concealer next on my eyelids in order to prime and set the base for my eyeshadow. Now this new microfiber blending brush, I am in love with, you guys. I got this from Shein for $2. I highly recommend it. The blending power in this little sponge is fantastic. We're using the Juvia's Place palette today. From this Nubian 2 palette, I'm only going to be using a few shades. We're going to use Morocco, Madagascar, Kenya, and Zinc. These colors together are going to create a really nice, soft, natural looking finish. So we're going to start with Morocco. We're going to set that first as our transition shade and lay that down all over my eyelid. Next, I will add Madagascar just into my transition area in the inner crease. Zuri will be used to highlight my brow bone and smooth that color out and to pull all of those colors together as well. Kenya, this dark chocolatey brown shade, I'm going to use to create some definition and to highlight my crease and to also align my outer V. I'm using the NYX White Base Eyeshadow Primer for my lids, and over the top of that I'm going to add a little bit of that Madagascar just so that we get a little bit of depth and again a little bit more color onto those lids. That's about it for this eyeshadow look. I'm going to start by blending this out. I have a big fluffy brush. I've dipped that very lightly into Madagascar and I'm using that to blend all of those colors together and to make sure that there is no harshness and to make sure that that is even. Just touching up my eyebrows here slightly to make sure that I don't cover those with any of that shadow. I'm using a liquid liner on my upper eye. And I'm going to make sure that I wing that out for my winged liner as well. I'm going to go ahead and start with some black eyeshadow to set that. I'm going to use that both above and below the corners of my eye. And because that wasn't giving me enough payoff on that black color, I decided to switch to my Naturally Pretty palette, and I'm using the color Noir. This is once again just another black, it's just a little bit more vibrant. Here we narrowly avoided disaster. That foundation came spurting out of that bottle for me, so I'm just applying this all over. I love this little round brush that I picked up for Amazon for applying my foundation. I think that it just applies really evenly, really smoothly, and really quickly. Once I get that all over my face and allow that to dry a little bit and begin to oxidize, I'm then going to apply my Morphe concealer all over my highlighting areas and blend that in once again with my microfiber sponge. get this blended down completely, and I just love how this concealer soaks right into the skin and finishes so beautifully. I'm going to go ahead and set that next with the Sacha Butter setting powder. Be sure to tap off any excess. This will give you some flashback if you use too much of it, so I do use this very sparingly. But it is great for setting that under eye area and creating a beautiful finish. We need to add some eyeliner now in order to help finish out that wing. I'm dragging that all the way to the corners, or the outside of my corners of my eye, and lining over my eye as well. Doing a little bit of highlighting now down the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to start adding some color back onto my face next with this Juvia's Place palette. Using this pretty orange color for my cheeks. Dotting that on gently to the apples of my cheeks and to where I would naturally blush. We're going to contour next. I like to use an angled brush for this purpose. I'm going to be using this darker shade for my contour. I'm dipping that very lightly. This is a very pigmented color. As you can see, that is very bold. You don't want this to be too harsh, so apply it very gently and make sure that you blend completely. And as you can see, I just make the fish lips and carve out some shape and some cheekbones. And here I am blending. Like I said, you want to make sure that you blend this really, really well. I'm now going to take my regular facial powder just to blend and bring all of that together. Make sure that I don't have any harsh lines, and just blend everything out completely. For highlighting, I have this new highlighter from Beat Bases by Ebony. Just going to pop that right there into those inner tear duct corners. I'm lining my lips now with the same pencil that I used for my eyebrows, that Simma Brown by Wet n Wild. And next I'm using a lipstick brush to paint on Fenty's Griselda. This is a great vampy dark color. I just love it. But I am going to go over that with a L'Oreal Infallible lip gloss. It is in the color Taupeless. I'm finally going to highlight again with that Beat Faces by Ebony glitter that I showed you a little bit ago. This is a wonderful, beautiful sun-kissed glow. I absolutely love this product and do highly recommend it. I'm blending out again with my face powder just to make sure that I don't have any harshness. Just a little more highlight, and then I'm going to set this final look. Alright friends, we are back. This is the final look. I went ahead and put on some lashes and some hair for you just to complete the whole total look. I am rocking Biz and Latte Blonde. Biz is a Zuri Sis unit. Here is her stock card. She is a 13x4 free part unit. I do absolutely love this unit. I definitely highly recommend this purchase. So I'll leave information below if you're interested on where you can pick this unit up. It's in the Latte Blonde, which is just an absolutely gorgeous ash blonde color. I don't have this glued down or anything like that. I just kind of put it on, but I wanted you guys to see how it looked with the makeup, and I will come in close so that you guys can see how that look turned out as well. So I think that this is a nice, soft, natural looking look. I would wear this anywhere. I would wear this out for date night. I would wear this to work. I would wear this to any kind of function that I would be going to with friends or anything along those lines. So I think it's a really versatile look. It's whatever you prefer. Makeup is an art and everybody does it a little bit differently, but I do hope that you enjoyed watching and working with me. So I will leave, as always, the products that I use down below.
this was a pretty simple slay. I didn't use too many palettes or too many different colors, so if you have that Juvia's Place palette, it should be really easy for you to recreate this. If you have any questions or comments, make sure that you leave them down below. Otherwise, I appreciate the time that you've spent with Tiffkneebaby today. If you're not already subscribed, please make sure that you hit that button on your way out. Be sure to ring that bell as well so that you know when I'm dropping new videos. I'll be back with you guys very, very soon with some new information that's coming your way. I hope this was helpful and informative to you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thanks for watching Tiffkneebaby TV. Bye, loves.